Theme song.
2.0.
Welcome back, dearest money chimps. We are
live from one of the only bits of Australia that's not on fire at the moment.
Dude, the photos are actually fucking insane.
Dude, like, cumulatively, the amount of space that's on fire is bigger than, like, Belgium and Luxembourg put together. Like, bigger than Ireland. It's just, and, like, once the fire just owns that much space, it becomes its own space. Like, you get these things called pyrocumulonimbuses, which are like clouds formed by the weather systems that build around these like fucking state-sized fires. And they create dry lightning, which starts more fires, and huge wind gusts that spread embers to start more fires.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, like someone asked me on Twitter earlier about like, you know, how are you guys gonna stop that? Oh, we don't.
Yeah.
Like, there's just nothing you could fucking do. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'd consider just setting up some kind of Brisbane line and falling the fuck back. Because there's just nothing you can do to stop
Fire owns that bit now.
Yeah, like, it's
Like
that situation, we just wait till it rains. And just...
One of my friends in Melbourne, his dad's a fiery. And he's been telling me just about it stuff, and it's just nuts. So for those who don't know how fire works, is after a certain point, it basically reaches a point where you can't do anything.
Yeah, it's so
'Cause
hot you can't put water on it. Yeah.
It just evaporates into steam, which fuels it more.
Yeah.
If you dump sand on it, it just pushes the fire and spreads it further. It's just literally, you have to control it and try to burn it out. And that's why in Australia, so a lot of people don't understand, in Australia, we're supposed to burn.
Yeah.
We have to do controlled burnings a lot because our eucalyptus trees explode.
Yeah.
So they explode, they spread their seeds, and that's germination. That's how they work with fire.
Yeah, no, there are plants in Australia that won't germinate unless the thing's been burnt. That's the thing, is the place is just... It's just rigged to burn most of the fucking time. But this is particularly fucking bad. Like, goddamn, man. Like, and it's bad, because I live in this fucking little corner of Brisbane where nothing happens. Like, even when the floods hit, it's like, the floods get Brisbane, but they don't get my bit, you know? Like, I live in the planet's zero room.
And he
Summon
forgot.
me some wind with your little... Summon me some rain. You need a rain waker.
He forgot. I don't know the words.
Nobody does. I think it's in, like, chunks that are in Scots. So I think old, like, AULD is, like, Scots or something.
Hey, Zora, bitch. What's up? And of all the games to not have the fucking Zora in it, the one that has 90% ocean.
No, I know. My favorite is like, oh yeah, the Zora evolved into the bird people. I'm like, that's the dumbest fucking explanation possible.
They're literally fucking ocean people.
Yeah. If anything, the opposite would have happened.
They would have adapted to the salt. Because I'm sure there's fresh and saltwater Zora.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna argue that it's an easier adaptation to cope with salt water than it is to turn into a fucking bird.
I don't know, man. Fucking later on, we're gonna go up the roof. I'm gonna strap some cardboard on. I'll fly, bro.
It's just the updraft coming off the fires.
Yeah. I didn't even read that.
We're gonna get
is
fire in as a guest.
What did that do?
I have.
I wasn't paying attention.
Fuck,
I was thinking
I
of
don't know,
jumping
man.
off the
Like,
fucking roof.
I'm not even looking at this. I'm thinking just about how, like, big chunks... The bits that I've always said of Australia that are just, like, barely habitable are now just officially not habitable.
I really should have read that. I should have paid attention.
Like, what happened? Oh, your house is gone. I mean, I want to feel that hopefully it won't be this bad again for at least a little while. You know, like, I feel like this should have burnt off a bunch of the fuel. Like, you know, we can't do this several, you know, years on the trot.
No.
Like, shit is gonna get very fucking out of hand if this is happening on the reg. Because we just don't have the infrastructure to deal with it. I mean, anything does. How do you put out Luxembourg?
With a bigger Luxembourg, you just drop it on top. So that's what we need to do. We just need to cut a giant chunk of the earth out, as large as the fire, just pave over it. Like old New York, we'll make a, New South Wales.
Yeah, honestly, I reckon, like, some kind of subterranean atomic bomb and just blow a fucking big hole in it.
Build a big tunnel. You know how, like, they want to build that, like, magnetic tunnel that, like, with a super train?
Oh, yeah, where you'd be like a railgun.
Yeah. So that, but it just sucks all the pressure and the stuff out of the fire. And vents it into the ocean. Big tube.
Big tube.
Big tube.
Or maybe we could use it the other way around and shoot the ocean out the fire.
That's also a good idea.
I feel like we need to just blow a big enough hole, and then when the rains do come, which they will eventually, just, that shit'll get filled up. Because it floods, but then it just goes away. Because that's the fucking brutal loop of this thing. The heat and the fire get rid of all the topsoil, like, what little there is. And then it basically bakes the fucking ground into this fucking Teflon surface that doesn't absorb the water. So the water will float, and then above that, and then fucking evaporate, and it doesn't seep down, it doesn't fucking get anything done. Like... because I joke, but I feel like...
fucking that's right.
Being a Nitro Marauder is gonna be more hassle than fun. No, I just... I don't want to have to do an outside shit. I don't want to have to, like, add a toilet paper. No? I don't have to wipe with, like, a handful of sand.
Use eucalyptus leaves.
But that'll just attract the koala mutants.
It'll be fun.
That's not even getting onto the fucking animals. The animals are fucked.
Well, at least we'll burn out the syphilis. Fucking hell.
No, there's no getting rid of the syphilis.
What are you about?
He's trying to raise money to get rid of his freckles.
You don't know how to get up there where you can literally... Bro, really, come
You're
on.
taller than me.
Come on. You can climb up here, surely.
Come on, champ.
You can do it.
You need to blow another hole open somewhere. Blow him up.
Well.
You fuck knuckle.
Here, you medley. You're here somewhere.
Is that the girl with the harp?
Yeah. That's who I gotta go play the song for. Then she'll be like, oh, yes, I'm a sage, blah, blah, blah. I evolved into a fucking bird. Like, is Jabba Jabba a big bird now?
Might be the dragon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wasn't that Valoo? He's the descendant of the Volvagia, isn't he? Dragon from Ocarina?
Oh, possibly. I was talking out my ass.
We're just pulling this shit out now.
I have no actual fucking clue.
I'm a Zelda lore master. I make this shit up as I go along.
Just like Japan. Yeah, that's what Nintendo do.
Oh, no, it's doing that thing again. Well.
What a weird problem.
Yeah.
Like, because it's so strangely specific.
Ah, there it goes. I think what it does, somehow it thinks I touched the Wii U touchpad, so it's gone. That's my only explanation.
Back here.
I want one of these in real life.
Like, grappling hooks are fun. Because they're one of those few things you can make as a kid that sort of works as advertised. The thing is, you realize pretty quickly after that is you have nowhere to go. And that's kind of the sad thing about childhood and really adulthood. Most of these things reveal, it's like when a 16-year-old gets their license and they're excited. And then where do they go?
Nowhere.
The McDonald's parking lot on Friday night. And that's fucking it. It's like, where do you go? We sit in a parking lot.
I drove through a park. Like, I'm talking like a big park system, like through big forests and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had a laser, so it was really small, narrow car, and I could fit on the path. So later at night, we just drove through like Albany Creek, middle of the park. Fucking nuts.
Probably burnt down now.
Albany Creek's still there.
No.
Will you conduct me? Oh yeah, I will, baby.
Okie dokie, duckface.
Hey.
Remember.
I was right. Later, Ryan. I'll punch you in the face.
A giant nose, which is all that thing is. That's gonna be bothering me this entire record as the fucking Zora turned into birds. That was their reaction to everywhere being water.
Maybe that's what Australians in the fireplace need to do. They just need to go into the ocean. Rejoin with Harold Holt. That's the time. He needs to come out of the ocean, rise, and smite this fire.
It's fucking sad, like, how basically some kind of tsunami would be better than bad.
Yeah, right?
Like, because a lot of it's coastal. That's the fucked shit.
Yeah, where's our King Tide and fucking...
Yeah, it's all like hitting places where people actually live, you know?
I love that song. Also, something that really fucking bothers me about the Doritos is they have fingers. I don't like it.
You know they have fingers?
They're birds.
Yeah, she's got like a duckbill and a mouth. You can't have both of those.
No. Yeah, she's got fingers, but the other ones don't, I don't think, because he has wings.
Don't they have hands under the wings or some shit?
Hey, you have to go stare at some birds.
Yeah, I feel like we can fucking figure this shit.
I'd smash. Not gonna lie.
How old is she?
Look at when she grows up. Not fucking now. Jesus Christ.
You gotta be careful though, man. When she grows up, she might wind up like Nanny from fucking Count Duckula. Oh, ducky boos!
I kind of think you'd fuck one just to see what would happen.
I mean, again, I'm not opposed to that. You know, it's like the fucking Shape of Water thing. It's not that she fucked a mer-dude. I completely understand that. It's that she fucked a feral mer-dude.
Look. Let's see. Where are your fingers, bro?
Yeah, but remember when he was holding the ball?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I swear they've got, like, hands in there somewhere.
They're like their penises. You know? They just go...
Yeah, they might unsheath. Like the fucking, oh yeah, like the penises. Like a dog's dick. Lives inside and then it's
red
unsheathed.
rocket.
Yeah, there they are. They like transform.
That's weird. Birds should not have fingers? Oh, great. She's on the fucking boat.
Yeah, like I'll, you know, have sex with a cat girl or a bird woman or whatever. Like, I'm not opposed to that. But like, I'm not gonna, you know, it's like the movie Nell with fucking, I think, Jodie Foster or some shit as this berserk feral woman who was like, you know, not raised by anything and grew up in like a shed. Like, you know, I'm not, that's a human being. I'm not gonna fuck her because she's a deranged feral. It's like there's no humanness in there.
Yeah.
I think Liam Neeson like gets some in there eventually.
Yeah, but Neeson is just not par for the core. You should not
like,
follow the Neeson
thing, like,
example.
Just because it's, I'm not gonna fuck anything just because it's humanoid. There has to be like fucking intelligence in there, you know? Like Felicia from Darkstalkers. Yes, because she's a person. You know? So like fucking, the list of goddamn Osamu Tetsuya. I fell into a hole of looking at his weird horny shit because he is like really probably quite a furry.
Who is?
The guy who created Astro Boy and all that shit, like the god of manga.
Right. Yeah.
Like a little while back, his daughter found like his he's hidden away, hand-drawn, sexy mouse art. And like, it's one of those drawings where it's not explicit. but if anything, that makes the horniness of it stand out more. Like, these are searingly erotic images. And there's like, you know, there's no nipple. It's not like I'm looking at a butthole, but you can, it's one of those ones where you can tell that this was, you know, this guy liked this.
Yeah.
Liked.
It's so like, it's one of the reasons that I'm glad I have no fucking artistic talent. Just imagine if I had like artistic talent and then I'd just be like drawing all the shit that like I could whack off to. It's just like, it's a bad.
Just never leave the house.
Exactly. I can fucking fulfill my own fantasies with pen and paper.
And then like, you know, someone posted this thing from like a movie he made, like about this cat girl and shit, and like, it's actually about genetic modification. There's a whole fucking Island of Dr. Moreau quality to it. So it's not like it's a bad movie, but this horny cat girl bursts back into this guy's room because the guy, you know, looked after it when it was like a baby, and she jumps back in and is just like, look, it's me. I'm that cat that you were nice to. And again, it is just the horniest fucking scene. And it didn't need to be that horny. Like, you know, she curls her tail around his nose and goes, look, you know, pick up my scent. And then it shows a shot of her. And it's just literally her bent over, like, pointing her, like, ass at him. And it's like, all right, look, that's not even being subtle here. This whole scene is incredibly horny. It's like, you know, do you have a girlfriend? I don't have a boyfriend because I'm the only one of my species. And she's just like eyeballing him. And it's like, this is worse than fucking Quentin Tarantino and his feet. At least that you only sort of notice after the fact, you know?
Yeah. It's also feet, which is a bit more normal than cat.
It's easier to just blend in to a thing. Like the whole wiggle your left toe scene. That works perfectly fine as a scene because there's a reason for it. I don't feel like I'm just sitting there looking at feet for no fucking reason. But like the whole thing, the whole approach of that scene, it could have had a kind of latent horniness, you know? It didn't need to be that fucking horny. By the end of it, I was horny. I don't need this shit.
Do I have to bomb it or do I play the music?
I have no clue. Play the music.
I can play the music.
Play it right. All right. You can conduct here. Okay, can you pick it up? Can you push it? You can sidle. Okay, can you cover it with your butt?
I
Just,
can.
ooh. I say, does anybody else feel a draft? It's not good. Is an air enema okay?
It's kind of like when you discover the jet in the pool for the first time. You're sitting on it, you're like, oh!
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm pressing the wrong button.
You bow and arrow it? Bomb arrow it? Can't do bomb arrows this, can you?
I just kind of am pissed that it flies away when there's no wind here.
Well, you know, it's not about that.
How do I break you?
Big hammer.
Oh, yeah. Hammer. Hammer.
Ah,
Wait, no.
big brain Gabe and his big hammer. Why are you like this? Ah, there
Fuck
it
you,
is.
Medley. Ah, this is just another fucking rock.
This is leaf rock.
Fuck. What if I can have Fado and Mido and Medley on my boat?
Oh yeah, find that out. Let's make a party boat, Aaron.
Fuck yes.
Woo!
Dude, that's like when I was at Taronga Zoo in Sydney. You just started hearing all this pumping music and cheering and shit. And we're like, the fuck? End up going down and looking over into the water. There's like 20 yachts and boats just filled with people just partying. They just rocked up next to the zoo. It's like, that's odd.
Weird. Like some kind of bizarre millionaire thing.
Most of them were rented boats. So,
Oh, right. So they were actual party boats to rent.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was like...
Yeah, no,
boats-
those are almost sad.
Yeah.
It's like party buses.
They're expensive too, but you know, when you get 30 people on a fucking boat,
I mean, you know,
price drops.
for people who aren't prepared to accept their alcoholism, creating an event for it really does give it the veneer of acceptability. Why are you so drunk? I was on a boat. You know, exploring that idea, got a lot of validity to it. I was about, if anything, you should be less drunk.
It's more dangerous.
Yeah, it's fucking dangerous. Drunk ass fall off. Like, I can't remember if I was ever drunk on a boat. I don't think I was.
I had a drink spiked before I went on a boat, and I freaked out. I do not like boats.
I mean, I'd just be in a fucking life vest just all the time. Because again, like, it's one thing to be a retarded drunk, but you gotta fucking think. You know, you gotta put, like, while you're sober, you go, okay, how could this go wrong?
Go to Forest Haven, pick up this little shit. Maybe if I can have both of them on my boat, I'm gonna be so happy. I'd never done that. I just
never
go
thought
get
of it.
one and then do a temple, obviously. That's what you're supposed to do. I've gone mad with companions. Zelda needs companions. Yeah. Wait. Is that supposed to be like that? Ladder just up there?
Getting drunk by myself is sad. I'm gonna get drunk on a boat. Party boat. The party boss is just so fucking sad. You see them, like, I used to see them every fucking weekend. Just toddling around the valley. It's like, what's fun about this?
Nothing. Literally fucking nothing. Sad for sad fucking people. Because where are you going in the party bus? What's the party bus doing? You're literally on a bus
Yeah.
that you paid to go on and drink. What the fuck?
Like, well, there's a bar. Oh yeah, like there's none of those anywhere else. It's like, this one's got a stripper. Oh yeah, one that can barely keep her footing. That's fucking marvelous. You're gonna, you know, fucking endanger this poor woman stumbling about on fucking 6-inch high fucking shoes. Trying to maintain her balance. The bus takes a hard corner. Careens mutt first into a handlebar because there's no seatbelts on the cunt.
Wasn't using that uterus anyway.
It's, yeah,
Aaron.
it's been scorched. I want to see how far I can push the sadness of that. Like,
Oi, where's the little shit?
you know, why can't I have a party ute? You know,
Good.
there's
No one's
4
stopping
people
you?
in the back. Yeah, 4 people on the back. And then I drive around. And I drive around a small acreage. And you can see one corner of it. You can see the corner of it where the fences come out a bit. That's the exciting corner around. You know.
Look,
And we'll pull up at each of these spots. You don't just, you know, we're not just gonna go blazing around.
I have a suggestion for your party ute.
What?
You get a green wheelie bin and you put it in the back with a big garbage bag and you fill it up with water.
Yeah, that's the party jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Or we could just have the party wheelie bin. You know, you just get you and a friend, and I'll
Fuck
stick you in the
off.
back. I'll hose it out. I'll put the dead all in there. It'll be
Oh,
fine.
fuck it. No, that's part of the experience. You need the garbage juice. Garbage smell. Ugh.
Welcome to the party bin. Woo! And I'll just rock it back and forth, rattle it around. You can't keep your drinks, like.
No, that's our sensory deprivation tank. We put you in a fucking wheelie bin, seal it closed, and push it down a hill.
My sense of smell is not being deprived. Hello?
We give you one cool mint.
Some Vicks. Just toss a Vicks vapor up in there with you. Hello? Mr. Sensory Deprivation Man.
Smells funny in here.
Smells.
No, it doesn't.
Funny is not the word I'd use for it. I mean, you know, depends on whether you find a nappy full of maggots funny or not, I suppose.
Oh, no. Definitely not. Not funny.
Don't overthink it, Aaron. Don't, you know, it's fine.
You want fucking maggot vacuum again?
Look, that's... to that degree, it hasn't happened again, but that basic thing, it just happens.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Like when you have a giant bin and 4 or 5 people using it, sometimes some people forget to take it out.
It happens.
Even though it's not my job, because I already do all the actual other cleaning.
You know what you need to do? You need to dress up as Mrs. Doubtfire. Get your house whipped into fucking shape.
Hello, Gabriel. What's this about? Shut up! None of you did any of your cleaning. Now you're gonna meet Mrs. Gamefinger.
I'd like to see a horror version of Mrs. Doubtfire, like as serial killer.
Well, I still really love my Mr. Bean serial killer idea. And not just because it's my idea, but because it's legitimately very good. Although Cass said something on Twitter the other day of Ray Romano's sleep paralysis
I saw
demon,
that and
which
that just... I kind of looked at my phone for about 2 minutes just reading it and going, I need more.
Imagine being partially awake and then you look at you can't move. You just like, it's like fucking a telekinetic is pinning you to the bed. You're just there. And then at the end of your bed is Ray Romano kind of lifelessly staring at you and making that noise he makes when he's like trying to think. Notice that, that Kermit the Frog trapped in a trumpet sound. Like just that.
Yeah.
And that's horrifying. I do like the idea, or maybe like, you know it's him, but you can't see his face. So kind of like a faceless.
Oh, you fucker.
Excellent! Fuck you. A faceless. This just gets better and better. A faceless Ray Romano sleep paralysis demon, like where his face is in shadow. Shadow.
I don't like it.
Or actually, if someone on like Twitter could do this, like just give him like that faceless thing, like the question. I should just do that to the whole cast. I want the whole cast faceless. I'd do that, but I'm still not good enough at Photoshop.
I don't think you can,
It's so hard.
I don't think you can get the little dude while you've got her. Because I didn't see him in
That's
there.
probably right. Let's just assume we'll take that as red, and we'll cart beak face. You know, to wherever the fuck it is she's got to go. Good.
I think we just take her back to this place where you got the music. I think.
Music in me. Just a silent, shadow-faced Ray Romano. Just slightly behind things in your house. Like he's always pretty far away and sort of just a half obscured behind a door. You know? Deborah.
I hate my life.
That series would have been great if it ended him slitting his wrists in a bathtub.
No, dude. Full fucking family murder suicide.
No, I want Bob's Burgers to end that way. Because they've done a kind of novel thing with Bob's Burgers, which is they've made the wife the idiot. So we're like deep enough into feminism now where we can like make women stupid. And no one will chuck a fucking fit. In fact, people actually think it's fun for her as a character. And it's like, yeah, that's how you make an interesting character, is usually you give them fucking flaws and shit, you retards. So, Bob has wound up. Like, they've given him episodes where he goes weird and shit, but most of the time, it's this normal guy trying to run a restaurant and a fuckwitted annoying family that just do shit that fuck him up. Like, I mean, honestly, there was the episode where he was trying to teach Tina to drive. And it's like, after that one, I'd have been okay with him just drowning her in a bucket. And honestly, I feel like you could drown Tina in a bucket by just putting a bucket on her head upright. And she'll find a way to just suffocate in there.
Play it.
But like every time I watch that episode, it's just like, I feel like it'd be okay if you just fucking killed your kids. Like, cause at this point I would. I'd just be like, or at least hit them a bit. Maybe not Gene. I don't think there's any fixing Gene.
No, definitely not.
He's just like that. You better hope he somehow stumbles into an SNL writer's room or something, because he could be successful there.
Yeah.
Kind of like a straight-edge Chris Farley. Which I think the world needs.
Man, I miss Chris Farley.
Yeah, I watched that sketch of him as the motivational speaker, and it's one of those ones where the joke on paper is fucking stupid. And in reality, it's pretty fucking stupid too. But like, you know, and I sit here and I say Chris Farley's energy, and it's like, well, really, it's the cocaine's energy. It's just being channeled through Chris Farley. Yeah, see? Her hands turn into wings.
Yeah.
But like, so...
I don't have to fucking like it though.
Yeah, you know, it's like him screaming about how if you don't turn your life around, you'll end up living in a van down by the river. And again, you're gonna sit and go, Gabe, why that's funny? Oh, again, on paper it isn't. But the point is, it's Chris Farley there, crimson-faced, screaming, hitching his pants up every time he gets really, you know, enthusiastic. What are you doing?
That's in the episode.
Okay. Well, kids, watch our next episode, or you'll wind up living in a van down by the river.
Also, like, watch when she flies, the hands don't adjust.
Morph?
See?
Yeah, it's like a morphing thing.
No, I'm talking about Link's hands. Watch Link's hands.
Oh.
See?
Oh.
I don't like that. That's lazy as shit.
Maybe she's grabbing you with her foot hands.
It just looks very odd.
You can't prove otherwise, you know.
Someone's jacking it to this noise right now. Oh, I didn't get the second one off.
It's like women's tennis.
You need the otherwise it's not complete.
Women's tennis is horny. And not because it's like chicks in like skirts. Because you can just see that anywhere. Women just wear skirts.
I like that.
Yeah. You didn't know you could peg her at a wall?
I didn't know she got dizzy like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, bitch. There's a wall here. I trust you, Wing Wong.
I trust you, Wing Wong.
Let's go.
That was your first mistake.
The animation's gorgeous. I love it.
I like that she gets up.
Yeah.
Like she's fine for a second and then...
She's got that drunk look on her.
The element of smile was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Didn't need to do that.
Throw me at a wall. I want to see if I do that.
Keep It Classy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. I'll have you know